They cuffed him like a criminal. A decorated Navy SEAL, tackled in a grocery store by a white cop with a vendetta and a badge. No warning, no cause, just bias, just brutality. And as he sat in that courtroom, hands chained, accused of assaulting the man who attacked him, he uttered 7 quiet words that forced the truth onto every screen. What happened next didn't just shake the courtroom. It cracked the foundation of the system itself. For 20 years, Elijah Briggs fought for his country as a Navy SEAL, earning valor medals, leading missions through fire and blood, standing unshaken in war zones. But none of that prepared him for what would happen in his hometown grocery store, or the courtroom where they tried to bury him. It started like any other weekday. Elijah, now retired and living in Atlanta, had stopped at a local store after his security consulting job. Inside, he spotted a group of white teens pocketing energy drinks and snacks. Instead of confrontation, Elijah quietly informed the store clerk, a man named Raj, who nodded and called the police. 2 officers arrived. One was calm and professional, Sergeant Whitman. The other, Officer Cole Dwyer, was younger, louder, and locked eyes on Elijah the moment he walked in. While Whitman questioned Raj and moved toward the teens, Elijah simply shifted to block the exit. One teen ran, straight into Elijah's calm, unflinching stance. Whitman intercepted and detained the kid, but Dwyer, he saw none of that. He rushed Elijah like a linebacker, slammed him into the floor, and cuffed him hard, knee in his back, rage in his grip. "I'm not resisting," Elijah said, steady as ever. "He assaulted me," Dwyer barked to his partner. Even as Raj shouted that Elijah had helped stop the theft, Dwyer dragged the black veteran outside like a criminal. Whitman hesitated, but when Dwyer looked to him for backup, he gave it. A nod, a lie. Just like that, Elijah was booked for assaulting an officer. The story made local news that night. Veteran attacks cop at grocery store. They showed his military past like a warning label. Not a hero, a threat. His wife Nadine stood stunned. His son Malcolm, just 16, was humiliated at school. One kid sneered, "Guess your dad's a thug in uniform." Teachers didn't intervene. No lawyer in the city would take the case. Police union pressure was real. Doors slammed shut, until Nadine called Ava Tran, a civil rights bulldog from D.C. Ava flew in, quiet, focused, furious. She started digging. 6 complaints on Dwyer. All black victims, all buried. Reynolds, the senior officer, was shaky during his interview. "I want to help, but I've got a pension." His silence echoed louder than any statement. Meanwhile, Elijah sat in jail, calm, watching, planning. 3 months later, the trial began. In court, the deck was rigged. Judge Barrett, funded by police union donors, interrupted Ava constantly, called the prosecution counsel, called her Miss Tran. Subtle disrespect, overt bias. They played Dwyer's body cam footage, but only after the takedown. The key moment? Gone. Technical issue, they claimed. Then came the humiliation. During recess, Dwyer cornered Elijah in a holding room. "You think your SEAL badge makes you better than me?" he sneered. "When this ends, you'll be a felon. And your son? He'll learn the hard way. You people always do." Elijah stood, slow and still. "You can disrespect me, but keep my family out of your mouth." That moment, captured silently on a hallway camera, was twisted by Dwyer. He told the judge Elijah had threatened him, and the judge ordered Elijah handcuffed during trial. In front of the jury, the room shifted. Some jurors squirmed, others nodded, the lie already baked into their minds. But the tide turned. A college student, Zoe, stepped forward. She'd filmed the entire scene, secretly. Footage showed it all. Elijah helping, Dwyer attacking. Then the bombshell. Audio of Dwyer whispering to Reynolds, "Turn off your cam, follow my lead." The court gasped. Reynolds, finally breaking, stood mid-trial. "Your Honor, I need to amend my testimony. He confessed everything. The earlier call, the mistaken identity, the body cam lie. Brennan wasn't protecting the law. He was nursing a vendetta. And Elijah? He just sat there, still cuffed, still calm. Ava stood. Your Honor, if we're finally telling the truth, take those cuffs off my client. The judge hesitated, then nodded. Metal clicked open. Elijah rubbed his wrists. A free man again. But he wasn't done. I know Officer Dwyer, he told the court. I trained him. In 2012, he failed the SEAL psych eval. I signed that rejection myself, said he was unfit for high-pressure leadership. That rage you saw, that wasn't new. Dwyer turned pale. Outside, the footage hit the news. By sunset, protests filled the streets. By morning, federal agents were in the police department. The charges were dropped. The judge was investigated. Dwyer was arrested for falsifying evidence, perjury, and civil rights violations. Elijah didn't just walk free. He walked forward. He founded a justice initiative for Black veterans. Malcolm gave a speech that went viral. Nadine launched a database of wrongfully charged veterans. What began with a takedown ended in a takedown of a system too used to winning by silence. And Elijah, he said it best. They tried to chain my hands, but they couldn't silence the truth. Where are you watching from? Drop your city below. If this shook you, like it. If it lit a fire, share it. And if truth matters to you, hit subscribe and stand with us.